Hey guys, so I'm going to be launching a new show inside the podcast studio on July 13th, which is behind the scenes interviews with independent successful podcasters. So every day until launch, I'm going to be doing a video of behind the scenes of this show. So behind the scenes of inside the podcast studio, or inside the podcast studio, if you will. It's play on words there. And I'll be talking about all the things that I'm going to be doing to launch this show. So if you have a podcast, so if you've just launched a podcast or are thinking about launching a podcast, then maybe this will be of use to you, and hopefully some of the things that I'll be sharing will inspire you guys, or hopefully you guys can inspire me with your comments about things that I'm doing, if I'm doing them wrong or not, or if I'm doing them right, or if there's things I could be doing better, if you have advice for me on to improve things, all that good stuff. So specifically, I'll be talking about my creative process. I'll be talking about how I'm trying to build a premium subscription program, which is something that I've never done before, so that will be fun. I'll be talking about how I'm trying to get people excited for the launch of a show that doesn't actually exist yet. So that will also be fun. And my goal is to get as many people to download the first few episodes that I'm going to release in the first week of launch as possible. And my key way that I'm going to be doing that is social media. So I hate social media. I don't get Twitter. I watch Instagram and TikToks because I think they're fun. But apart from that, like, I don't. The fun part about creating an Instagram post for me is the creation process. So this, as soon as I post it, I don't care. So that's something I'm trying to get to grips with, because that seems like the social media is going to be the best way to grow this show. Instagram Reels specifically is something that I'm trying to learn, because that seems like the way to get followers on Instagram, and Instagram is going to be my platform of choice when it comes to Inside the Podcast Studio. So if you want to follow me there, assuming that you're not viewing this on the Inside the Pod Studio channel already, then Inside the Pod Studio is where you would find the Instagram account for this show. You can see I don't get social media. So that's basically it. So far I've got 3 episodes in the bank with 3 great independent podcasters. I think I've got like 6 or 7 more booked ready to record, so that should be great. I've got the logo. I've got a trailer out, which means that the podcast has already been approved in all the platforms, so it's ready for launch day. And the next thing that I'm going to be doing, aside from trying to get my Instagram reel game like good, is working on my premium subscription program and trying to figure out how I do that, and how I can do that by adding value and not taking away value from the podcast that's going to be free for everybody. So if you guys have done that already, I would love to hear how you did it. And if you haven't, I would love to hear your thoughts about how to go about doing that. So that's probably what I'm going to be diving into tomorrow. Yeah, 22 days to go. I'll catch you tomorrow.